For Mitt Romney, healthcare reform is not just a political issue, it is a very personal issue. His wife, Ann, has been through it all, and they both joined me earlier in a very rare and candid mutual chat about life on and off the campaign trail. I was thinking about you, Ann, not only because of your well-publicized battle with multiple sclerosis. It's something I always try to disclose, that I have MS as well, so Ann is, without taking political sides here, been a great inspiration. But then to add insult to, injury, literally, you battled this breast cancer a year ago, and we didn't know about it until after the fact.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now?
I feel terrific. I feel great. Life is wonderful. I'm just as happy as could be. My MS is in remission, gratefully. My cancer is behind me. I feel terrific.
If your husband decides to run for president, and you notice we never ask that question directly.
I know, it's good of you.
But if he does, that's a grueling tour. Well,
the one thing about, for sure, that I do know is we know exactly what it means. There'll be no surprises and no expectations of, what will it really be like. We know what it really means.
But it's a tiring. It's a physically tiring.
Yes.
And whether in remission or not, and now having had cancer, are you up to that?
Well, I'm up to saying, go storm the castle, sweetie.
All right, so do you tell the governor, I can do this, or I don't want to give away family secrets from the last campaign, where there's some things you just, I can't do this, I can't do this.
Well, actually, I was able to really, and I'm sure you are, Neil, as well, know that you have limitations with your energy. And so for me, if I felt really tired or overwhelmed, I'm saying, time out, I'm done. And that would be it. And I think
my job's a lot easier than yours, Ann. I just read a prompter. But I'm just saying, you're going, sometimes 5, 6 states in a day, right?
Not me, but Mitt can do that. I do travel with him when I can, but I don't travel all the time with him. It's just too tiring for me. I think the airplane travel is the most difficult.
As the spouse here, and also the former presidential candidate, the governor, how did you deal with that, Governor, in what Ann could do, help you, not do? I'm sure you didn't want to overwhelm her. Did you treat her differently? What?
Ann was such a partner in the effort that I had running for president. I don't know that there was any other spouse in the presidential arena who put as much energy into it, did as many appearances, bus tours, home meetings, speeches as Ann.
And I had fun. Yeah, I must say, it's a wonderful experience to seriously see the country in a very different perspective, to meet people all across the country in every region of the nation. You meet enormous, great friends, and it ends up being a plus in the long run. It's very difficult while you're going through it, but when you look back and the perspective that you have, the appreciation you have for those people that put their lives on the line, I think we forget sometimes how difficult it is for all of us, whether it's Republican or Democrat, how difficult this process is. And
well, there is a common bond, right? Elizabeth Edwards had sung your praises. Obviously, you both battled diseases. She battled a lot more after that. But yeah. What do you think of her and what she's been through?
I feel for her in a great way. She's obviously battling something that is very difficult. Her cancer is not going to be going away, and she knows that. And she's also battling something that no woman should have to go through in such a publicly humiliating way. I feel for her very much.
Have you ever talked to her since any of this blew up?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You can't reveal those conversations?
No, I don't think so. I think, she's going through her private battles, and I think she's doing it with dignity.
One of the things you both personally dealt with, not only with, your son Josh, you write about in the book, where he was in England, you feared that he might have something wrong with his colon, you get a colon test, you feared colon cancer. There's a delay in getting him the test, 6 weeks. You managed to get him to the United States. He's quickly looked at. The immediate reaction, a lot of folks would have, well, look, their son Josh gets quick care. Ann Romney, God bless her for all she's dealing with, but she's getting the best care because of who she is, who Josh is. Who do you think?
There's no question about that. Being an American, you get the best care in the world. America has the best health care system.
Well, their rat is going to be, Governor, being a Romney American.
let's not forget, Americans have good health care, and we do that in a way that I think virtually every other nation in the world respects and wishes they could have in their country.
Well, is Josh okay? Now, what was the deal? He was having some stomach problems?
Yeah, he had his doctor, he was in England serving our church on a 2-year mission, and his doctor there thought he might have colon cancer and said, we need to have you seen for an MRI. And Josh said, okay, let's do it right away. And he says, well, that'll be 6 weeks. And in colon cancer, that can be
by that time you're dead.
That can be life or death in terms of its long-term effect or ability to diagnose and treat. And we were part of a group here, actually in Massachusetts, that made contact in Great Britain to find a doctor who was a private doctor, and he was able to go to the private doctor and get an immediate MRI there in Great Britain to determine, in fact, he was fine and he would not need any kind of surgery or cancer treatment. So, I mean, it's just having America as your home for health care is an extraordinary advantage and blessing.
It's good to be Romney then, right? Tomorrow, the conclusion of my chat with the Romneys, and we get into an area some say could hold him back for the White House, that Mormon religion thing. Anything you want to tell the American people on being Mormon, on just that they kind of think you worship aliens or something? I don't know. Anything you want to assure them, that, or just get out right now in case they're saying, oh, that's the Mormon couple?
I think that for us, our faith is a central part of our life.